Welcome to our channel. So in lecture 5th, we will discuss all the questions which are there in the previous NEET examination for the class 12 for chapter 5 principles of inheritance and variations. So let's start with the video. The very first question which is there, that is, in human, sex is determined by, the first option is 6 chromosomes of the father, the second option is 6 chromosomes of the mother, the third option is quantity of sperm in the semen, the fourth option is size of egg to be fertilized. So the right answer for this question is option A, and that is 6 chromosomes of the father. The second question is, a gene showing codominance has, the first option is one allele dominant on the other. Second option is both alleles independently expressed in the heterozygote. The third option is alleles tightly linked on the same chromosome. The fourth option is alleles that are recessive to each other. So the right answer for this question is option B, that is both alleles independently expressed in the heterozygote. So let's move to the next question. The third question is, in his classic experiment on peas, Mendel did not use, the first option is seed shape, the second option is seed color, the third option is pod length, and the last option is all of the above. So the right answer for this question is option C, that is pod length. So the fourth question is, how many pairs of contrasting characters in pea plants were studied by Mendel in his experiments? So the first option is 9, the second option is 5, the third option is 6, the fourth option is 7. So the right answer for this question is option 4, and that is 7. So there are 7 pairs of contrasting characters in pea plants which were studied by Mendel in his experiment. The fifth question is, a disease caused by an autosomal primary non-disjunction is, the first option is Turner syndrome, the second option is Down syndrome, the third option is Klinefelter syndrome, and the last option is sickle cell anemia. So the right answer for this question is option B, and that is Down syndrome. So the sixth question is, the mechanism that causes a gene to move from one linkage group to another is called. The first option is translocation, the second option is crossing over, the third option is duplication, and the last option is none of the above. So the right answer for this question is option first, and that is translocation mechanism is which cause a gene to move from one linkage group to another. The seventh question is, a true breeding plant is, option A is always homozygous recessive in its genetic constitution. The option B is produced due to cross pollination among unrelated plants. The option C is one that is able to breed on its own. The fourth option is near homozygous and produce offspring of its own kind. So the right answer for this question is option D, and that is near homozygous and produces offspring of its own kind. The question 8th is, the incorrect statement with regard to hemophilia is, the first option is it is a dominant disease, the second option is a single protein involved in the clotting of blood is affected, the third option is it is a recessive disease, the fourth option is none of the above. So the right answer for this question is option first, and that is it is a dominant disease. Ninth question. A normal visionized man whose father was colorblind marries a woman whose father was also colorblind. So they have their first child as a daughter. What are the chances that the child would also be a colorblind? So the first option for this question is 0%. The second option for this question is 10%. The third option is 50%, and the last option is 100%. So the right answer for this question is A, and that is 0% chances are there that the child would be also a colorblind. So the last question for this lecture is, mutations can be induced with, the first option is gamma radiations, the second option is infrared radiations, the third option is ethylene, and the last option is IAA. So the right answer for this question is option A, that is gamma radiations.